Up next on today's beer review, we're going to be looking at The Machines Are Learning. This is an IPA by Gusto Brewing Company, and this comes in at 6% ABV. Check it out. Hi everybody, it's Rich, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. Please hit that like, subscribe button if you enjoy the content. Today we're going to be looking at another one from Gusto Brewing Company. This is called The Machines Are Learning. This is an IPA. It comes in at 6% ABV. You know, I am a big fan of Gusto, and their can art, as always, is sort of interesting. Now, I went down to Gusto on May 4th to pick up their stout. The review is up, called, In a Galaxy Far, Far Away. And I was talking to one of the gentlemen behind the counter, and I was actually asking him, like, what's something that he would recommend? And I have to be honest, he gave me this for free. So I don't want anyone to think there's any sort of bias that he gave it to me for free without any strings attached. Actually, sort of traded him with some New York beers. I have been overly impressed with Gusto over the years because it's one of the few places where I've come across an IPA that, for me, a non-IPA person, it's been very approachable. So we're going to crack this one open. I am using the proper glassware for this. This is an IPA glass. Right away you open that, you get just, the whole bar is now filled with the smell of pineapple. And maybe a little bit of lemon. And it's funny, I haven't even really tried it yet, and I'm still getting those aromas, which is very nice. All right. Now, if you look, it does have the color of sort of canned pineapple juice. It's about a finger's worth of head. It's only 6% ABV, so I'm not going to really worry about the lacing. Let's check the nose. To me, this is all lemon and pineapple. Yeah, I'm getting a lot on the front end of this nose, which is sort of like overwhelming me, is sort of this citrus, but it's not the normal sort of vague citrus smell that I get with IPAs in a lot of cases, which is sort of like a generic citrus to grapefruit. This is much more pineapple, it's going to sound silly, but it's like, the aroma you get when you open a can of pineapples, those pineapple rings, which I like, and it's sort of mixed in with a lemon drop type of aroma. I'm not getting that sort of off-putting, what's the grapefruit flavor that I really don't care for, so I'm pretty pleased with the nose on this. But always the most important thing, let's see how it tastes. That is very nice. Talk about a smooth, easy drinking beer. Front end. Okay, so this is sort of odd for me. It's a little dry. It's very refreshing. On the front end of my tongue, I'm getting all of that pineapple all over the place. Back end of the tongue, a little bit of lemon, but sort of like lemon with bitterness. It's almost like when you use the lemon zest for a recipe or something. That's there on the back end. But what gets me is there's none of that off-putting bitterness that I normally come across with just regular IPAs. This is incredibly drinkable. In fact, I think the term that people use when you can drink them fast is that it's crushable. This is clearly one of those IPAs that you could easily, put down very quickly. No alcohol feel or taste that I can really speak of. You see now, okay, if my first IPA had been something like this, I would not, I think, be as anti-IPA as I am. This is very approachable. This is very easy to drink. There's no sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? There's no overwhelming bitterness. It's not like someone's trying to club me over the head with a bag filled with hops. This is just a nice, very juicy, sort of citrus fruit bomb that I'm getting to enjoy. It is very easy to drink. The carbonation on it is freaking spot on. As you swallow it and the bubbles begin to sort of burst on the back of your tongue, you get all of that flavor. You know, for me, the big pity with Gusto is that I don't get down there often enough, because they consistently blow me away with their beers. And, you know, like, this is another one. This is a style of beer I don't particularly care for. And they've made it completely accessible, completely drinkable, without that overwhelming hoppiness that seems to be on everybody's mind when it comes to IPAs. You know, over and over again, I come across IPAs that, while they may be flavorful on the front end, on the back end, I'm getting beaten to death with sort of that bitterness that leaves a really unpleasant taste in my mouth. What I'm getting from this is this lovely, like, bouquet of fruit on the front end, with just enough bitterness mixed with that lemon to sort of make the flavor come out and sort of burst across your tongue. This is so easy to drink, it's ridiculous. Yeah, damn, that's good. So, you know, not to sit there and play favorites, but I will. Gusto consistently puts out good beers. You know, and it is a small craft brewery in North Cape May, New Jersey. If you happen to be down there, and again, this is not paid in any way. You know, I actually traded some Equilibrium with them, you know, and some Sand City. So I don't feel like this was, you know, just a freebie. And so I'm not trying to pump them up for the sake of free beer. What I'm telling you is, if you happen to be down there, you would really be doing yourself a disservice if you're a beer drinker not stopping in and giving a chance to their beers, because they are phenomenal. I have to be honest with you, thus far with Gusto, I haven't gotten a bad one. And I can't say that about my other favorite breweries. You know, like Equilibrium, I've had one I didn't like, again, an IPA. Roscoe Brewing Company, I've had mixed results with them. Their beer's really good, but every once in a while I get a dud that just doesn't live up to, you know, the standards that I was hoping. Cape May Brewing Company, another one I love, but every once in a while they'll try something that's just, it just doesn't work. And I have some Cape May Brewing coming up soon as well. But I have to tell you, so far Gusto, and it might be that they're just small enough and they care so much about their product, that it always turns out really, really good. But again, here's a style of beer I don't care for, that they have made very approachable, very easy to drink. And if you get a chance, I would definitely give a try to the Machines Are Learning. This is an IPA for people who aren't necessarily IPA people. This is really, really solid. Anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed the review. I'm going to sit back and enjoy this, which is something I don't say a hell of a lot about IPAs, but this one is really, really exceptionally good. Now, mind you, as someone who doesn't like IPAs, you might drink this and be like, it's not this or it's not that. But I'm telling you right now, for someone who is a serious stout drinker, this is a very approachable, very, very good IPA. Anyway, folks, I hope you've enjoyed the review. If you have, hit that like button, subscribe, throw a comment down below. If you've been to Gusto, I'd love to hear about it, because, like I said, I think those guys have been the only brewery I've come across that every single time they've hit a solid, solid beer, you know, that I have enjoyed. Anyway, folks, have a good night. Cheers. I'll see you next time.